Okay, in this hand I got a face balance putter. This hand I got a putter with some toe hang. We can see when I hold them as such, this is face balance, this has got toe hang. What makes that happen? Simply the relationship of the center of mass to the shaft. Okay, so when I hold this putter like that, you can see that the shaft is pretty much pointing at the center of mass on the putter, so therefore when I hold it like this, it's going to stay pretty much face balanced, right? Effectively, there's the same amount of mass this side of the shaft and this side of the shaft. Okay, maybe a little bit more that side, that's why there's a little bit of toe hang, just a fraction. When I do the same with this putter, we can see there's a lot more mass this side of the shaft compared to that side of the shaft. So when I hold it like that, because there's more mass this side, there's going to be some toe hang. Okay, hope that makes sense. So what's that going to do in the stroke? Well, a face balance putter, when I apply, we hold the putter like this, right? So any movement on plane, effectively on the shaft angle, we can represent in this way. So any force and acceleration that I place into the putter, we can see that the putter is staying relatively square, right? So if I do an excessive amount of force towards the target, the face is staying stable. I do the same this way, and the face is staying stable. Okay, so any in-plane force, the face is staying very square. If I do the same with this putter, let's do it this way first, right? It's swinging. If I apply a force towards the target, we can see that the toe is lagging behind and the face is opening. If I do the opposite, we can see that the toe is again lagging behind, but this way, and therefore it's closing. So that just means if I apply maybe an excessive amount of torque or acceleration in plane, there's a possibility that that face might want to open or close. Okay. Having said that, if I apply an out of plane force with this face balance putter, we can see, there you go, really twisted then. We can see that the face doesn't want to stay stable. Okay, so it only really applies to in-plane forces, and that's where torque balance putters have become popular, on the theory that, well, if we apply force in different directions, it's going to be more stable with the putter face. That is a valid point. Is it reality? Sometimes, but often it isn't. Our stroke is developed and has developed around a particular putter. So often when I do a fitting, somebody's putter that they end up choosing, we end up fitting them for because it's given them the best results, is similar to something that they've used for a long time because their stroke has developed around that. Just a quick one, if you're watching one of my videos and it's likely you're looking to get better at putting, and if you truly want to do that, I encourage you to visit my website, jjputting.com. There you're going to find more information about me, the in-person lessons that I do, the online lessons that I do, and subscription packages that I offer. So like I said, if you truly want to get better at putting, visit the website, jjputting.com, to find out more. So what does this mean in terms of, is there a generic way of relating particular strokes to particular putters? I would suggest not really, kind of, but not really. I don't like to do that because every individual and their stroke is going to react differently to different putters. For one person that may push toe hang putters because they get a little bit open in transition, another might pull them because during the downstroke the toe wants to overtake. So it's very different for different people. And it also should be said that a lot of people say, well, if face balance doesn't deviate to in-plane torques and forces, surely that's better for everyone. Again, the reality is people have developed their strokes around different putters, and also different characteristics in different putters can help with biases and tendencies in the stroke. So somebody that's maybe pulling a lot of putts with a face balanced putter, a little bit of toe hang might help them keep the blade a little bit more square through the hit. It might not. It might actually do the opposite. And that's where you need to test and understand which is suiting your stroke better. And that doesn't just boil down to toe hang. That's not just face balance versus toe hang. That is weight of the putter, dead weight, swing weight, where the weight is situated within the head, the MOI, the head shape, the alignment patterns. So many things that go into it. So that's why I always recommend getting a fitting when it comes to finding the right putter. But hopefully this video has given you a little bit more understanding the difference between toe hang and face balance. And I certainly recommend people to have a play with both and see if they can notice tendencies. But ultimately, a fitting is the best way to understand this a little bit more.